Yo, welcome back to another CB Talk Press 23 Radio exclusive. We got one of my good friends in the studio today, Mr. Rico Harris. Everybody, welcome him to the CB Talk Press 23 Radio.
Appreciate you, brother. Man, I'm supposed to be in here. But I'm glad I was able to get here. But I was supposed to be in here, man. And when I walked in the door, I was like, yeah, I'm running behind. I should be in here, man. Y'all doing big things over here, bro.
Man, appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, man. You've been doing big things yourself, man. So I mean, it just it's in you. It's been in you since I've been knowing, you know what I'm saying? So we've been knowing each other a good little minute. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So Press 23 Radio is a true global radio station broadcasting 23 hours a day worldwide. There are over 500 independent artists in our daily rotation, streaming live on multiple audience directories, including the Press 23 app, iHeartRadio, Live Radio, UK Radio, FM, and other audio tuners, as well as watching on various live streams, including Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. And we're now on Sirius XM Radio and Pandora, and I think there's one more, right? YouTube Music. Welcome, brother. Welcome. Again, well, let's just jump right into it, man. I mean, we've been trying to get this together for a second, you know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, my dad passed back in May, and I think your dad was sick at the time, whatever.
Yeah, he had a stroke. Yeah.
So, things didn't coincide with us right then. So, you know what I'm saying, we'll just put it on the back burner and, come back to it, you know what I'm saying? But I've been watching you on YouTube, man, and I've been seeing a lot of things you've been doing, man, around the city, man. Like, you've been doing big things with, and different people, mostly entrepreneurs.
Right.
Like yourself.
Right. Man, let me say this right quick, man. I don't think I've done anything where I have to do a disclaimer like that. You have to let it, like when you read that, man, I was like, yeah, you're doing big things. But I don't think it's anything I've done. I had to just to read that like that. That's dope, bro. Yeah.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. It's a dream of all. It's four of us in this, you know what I'm saying? So, we just trying to just help people, you know what I'm saying? Independent artists, independent people, period. You know what I'm saying? That's trying to just help. They want to help themselves too.
That's right.
So, man. So where were you born and raised?
Man, I was born actually in Birmingham, but I was raised in Georgia. Okay. And my mom was got mentally ill when I was young. So my dad ended up moving to Georgia, and I ended up going out with him. I came back after high school. So, I always look at Georgia really raised me, Atlanta raised me, you know what I'm saying? But Birmingham is where the majority of my family is. So I just got like a twofold type thing.
Yeah. Okay. I see you got some height on you too. I think you the hoop back in the day too. Now.
Yeah, man. I used to hoop, man. I actually had a scholarship to play at Gaston State for a while, and now I coach basketball. So yeah, I got a love for basketball.
Yeah, I saw that on Facebook, man. Yeah. There's girls basketball.
Yeah, girls basketball.
Okay. Yeah. Tell a little bit about that.
So man, I've been coaching basketball probably over 6 or 7 years. I started out like little Pee Wee upper league, little church leagues.
Yeah.
And, pretty much got called up and had the opportunity to coach at the high school level and over at Pleasant Grove. So shout out to Coach Hicks and the coach staff over there.
Yeah.
And I was a little iffy about it because, you being a guy basketball player, you always around boys basketball. But, and even back then, girls basketball wasn't that popular like that. And I got an opportunity to coach girls. I wasn't that crazy about it, but man, I fell in love with these girls are different.
Yeah.
And it just ignited something in me. And we had a chance to win the state championship 5A in 2023, and we knocking on that door again. But that is that's my therapy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's my way of giving back to the community. This way for me just to, I don't club no more, but going to play basketball, going to coach basketball is my way of relieving stress.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I saw one of your reels on Facebook where you was out grilling one day and. Excuse me, your neighbor next door.
Oh yeah.
Later, her husband had passed away, whatever. Right. And you took a plate over there, and she sat down with you and talked to you for a minute.
Yeah, man. That was just one of them things where, I thank God for allowing that type of humility to already be built in me. It was like second nature. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I always been second nature just to help folks and look out for folks. And I just peeped over and saw and told my wife I'm gonna try it and just go take her something, man. And she blessed me with knowledge and just conversation. She blessed me more than I blessed her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
just
she like she had open arms with you.
Yeah, man. Yeah. She shed tears just telling me about her people and all that.
Yeah.
And, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's what's up. But you always have been that type of person, man. Like, I met you we was working in the plant, you know what I'm saying? We first met or whatever.
Right.
So, our roots go back to there, you know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's
So it's like, you know what I'm saying, always have been a stand-up guy, you know what I'm saying? Very humble, you know what I'm saying, to yourself, to you will help people that you can help, you know what I'm saying? Always have been like that. So I mean, I commend you on that, man.
I appreciate it, man.
I thank you for being the person you are, man.
Yeah. I think that's another blessing, man. I had to get credit. God is it's never really been hard just being me.
Yeah.
That's been my gift. That's been my way to navigate through things, man. Is I just don't know how to do nothing but be Rico. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah, man. What's what made you make the move to start IPush?
So back when we was in the plant, man, I had an opportunity, good friend of ours, and he had a record label, and again, it goes even further because, like I said, he started dissecting things, man. I always had a heart to help people.
Yeah.
And I saw that he needed some help. And so I said, man, I need to design really, I just wanted to do a pamphlet just to put all the artists in there. And God gave me the idea to create a magazine. But that was IPush. That was my first magazine, M3 magazine.
M3, I remember that,
Yeah, so that magazine actually failed, man. That magazine almost took me into bankruptcy because I didn't know no better. I was just at all these events, paying models, buying T-shirts, and just doing all these different things that had nothing to do with the magazine, really.
Yeah.
And I just gave up and quit. And the next day, God gave me the idea to do IPush. But what really birthed IPush was the job I was at as a coal miner.
Yeah.
I prayed to get that job because I got laid off from the plant.
Yeah, I remember.
But after a little while, I got so comfortable making money, buying toys, that I hated that job. And it made me depressed just going in. And that fueled the hunger to other entrepreneurship.
Okay. That's what's up, man. So what are some of the people that motivate you to do the thing that you're doing now?
Man, back in the day, it started with ET. And I have a niece that know him very well. So I've had a few times to talk to him. And but just watching him from afar, that was my biggest motivation. And then again, my niece put me on to this guy called David Shands, Sleeping for Suckers. And he's been like a mentor. And so just seeing other people that came through the system of working a 9 to 5, grind, taking care of family, you know what I'm saying, and then transitions, like, man, I can do so much more. All I gotta do is try. So them two for sure.
That's what's up, man. So you was like, man, forget this work thing. You know what I'm saying? I need to do my own. So you went out on your own, and like you say, you started M3 first, and then I ain't gonna say it was a failure. You say it was a failure. I want to say it was a failure. It was a learning experience.
Oh yeah, true that.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you, like you were just saying about, you was buying different things that weren't even related to a magazine at the time. So it was like you were trying to get yourself out there, sound what you were trying to do, but you was doing it all the wrong ways.
That's right.
So it was a learning experience.
I look at it.
You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Trial and error.
That's right. I agree.
I see you also had you got a certificate from Auburn in Alabama.
Yeah.
On I forgot what exactly it was. Excuse me for.
Oh, you're good, man. So
explain to us about that a little bit.
So, man, what I've been focused on is just learning from other people. Is that in entrepreneurship, you're only gonna go so far. And you start seeing people giving up their entrepreneurship, closing the doors on small businesses. And what I challenge myself to do is like, man, I gotta work on my self-development. I gotta get smarter, bro. You know what I'm saying? We get lazy with YouTube and Google now and AI now with ChatGPT and stuff like that. But as an entrepreneur, I gotta get smarter. And so I enrolled in this cohort called CARES, and it provided me opportunity to learn more about entrepreneurship, business, and accounting and things like that. And so one of the perks of it is that you get a professor from each college to kind of come in and work with you and stuff like that. So they award you the certificate like that.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So Also on that, I saw too where you were reaching out to other entrepreneurs that you're trying to I guess I can say uplift or motivate, whatever. So tell us a little bit about the things you're doing with your reels and your
All right.
magazine
So
itself.
so times have changed, man. And a friend of mine was always talking about pivoting. And so I had to get to a mode where I was gonna have to pivot or put it away and go get a job again.
Yeah,
And so when it got to that point, again, I had to continue to get smarter. And so I had to come because one of my things was I didn't ever want to be in front of the camera.
yeah,
I always wanted to be behind the scenes. I never put myself on a magazine and, just always had a team of people working.
yeah,
But time to change. You look at Elon Musk, you look at any top CEO, music, movies, or whatever, they're in front of the camera now. Things have changed. So I'm in that same position where I have to put myself in front of the camera. And I was like, okay, what am I gonna talk about? And I started out just trying to teach stuff, and I was like, nah, man, it's too cookie cutter. A lot of people, everybody do that.
yeah,
So one thing I can do is share my story,
yeah.
stuff I've been through.
Mhm.
So when I talk about something, it's something that I've been through that I'm trying to help somebody else avoid.
Yeah. Okay. That's what's up. So um helping small business. Like what's your look on what you're trying to accomplish with helping small business?
The biggest thing helping small business, man, from my perspective, is listening to them and not preying on them. Because my theory now is I'm watching the government spend a lot of money through nonprofits and other agencies that's preying on small businesses.
Yeah.
Want us to go get all these loans.
Yeah.
Everybody telling us capital is our biggest issue because they want us to go get more loans and get in debt. And then
Yeah.
you're in the same boat as you
Same boat as
was
when you started.
Yeah, you're in the same boat as you was 9 to 5. If you paycheck at 9 to 5, you can be paycheck to paycheck with your own business because you got all these loans.
Yeah.
And so my biggest thing now is listening to these entrepreneurs and finding ways because I can't solve everybody's problem.
Yeah.
I ain't smart enough yet. So what I do is try to connect them with people I know and I trust and have vetted. Like, hey, I can point you in the right direction and go get you some help because you need professional help if you're gonna grow as a small business owner. So that's my biggest thing. It's just trying to figure out a way is like to listen to the problem and help them find a way to solve the problem.
What qualities do you think every entrepreneur should possess?
What qualities, man? I used to think hustle was the everything. I used to think hustle, man, but hustle is not the biggest component of being a small business owner. I think is being able to have the ability to learn. You got to be able to keep learning.
Yeah.
And it's hard to learn now because our mind is trained to not think as much and just resort to short thoughts from social media, and short conversations. And so it's getting harder to learn and it's getting harder to focus. So being able to learn, being able to focus, that's hard for me. Like I'm still working on, my distractions.
Yeah.
Understand, like, man, bad as I want to stay up and watch the game, Colorado or something, we gonna lay down so I can get up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So those are two qualities. Another quality would be for a small business owner, I would think they would need to possess is communication skills.
Oh man, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
That communication goes a long ways in a lot that you do now. Relationships,
everything.
Business, everything. Yeah.
It's everything. And it's a contrast to that because I feel like our kids, they working on them, teaching them how not to communicate.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm big on my daughter about that. So communicating is a big quality, and I end it probably with that you gotta be grounded and have a relationship with God. That's a quality you need to have.
Amen. Amen.
You can make money, but it's a trial and tribulation that come with it when you don't have God in your life.
Hey, I feel you on that. Yeah. What's the hardest part about being an entrepreneur what you think?
I think right now, is the distractions, in out here. Yeah. We seeing entrepreneurs come up overnight, and we seeing entrepreneurs in Lamborghinis and G-Wagons, and they got it all, and we want that too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think the hardest part of being an entrepreneur is fighting our distractions, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all got them. One way or another, we fight these distractions.
Okay, well, how do you go about marketing like business or like a new venture you have? Like how do you help people like get their content out there or either like help them market their brand or whatever?
Okay. So marketing, like I said, everything has changed, man. Marketing now has to be bold. When I first started, it was pretty simple, man. Billboards was the thing to do. Magazines was the thing to do.
Yeah.
Now you're dealing in a content creation age where everybody's, as soon as you pick up your phone and record some of your content, some shape or form. So now what I teach people about marketing is, yes, understand who you're talking to, understand their language, so you can be extremely relatable to them.
Yeah.
So when they see something, they hear it, it sounds so familiar. It sounds like something they'll say in their head.
Yeah.
And then at that point, you got their attention.
Yeah.
So just finding the best way to be relatable to that specific audience. And most of the time that's through video content or audio.
Yeah, I see you got a lot on your page, and I was just scanning through a little bit before the day. You know what I'm saying? Like I scanned through some of the day too, but like a lot of times I see you post stuff, whatever, and I'm like, okay, let me see what you're talking about now. So
Right.
I caught the one where you the lady with K&J
yeah.
pastries or whatever,
Yeah.
and she was just showing. She was talking about how the first business in Ross Bridge she had lost it or whatever, and she didn't give up.
That's right.
So what have you let me see how to put this. As an entrepreneur, how have you grown to become better than when you was a couple of years ago?
Knowledge, man. Just not getting the big head because a few folks know my name or know the magazine name, and just keep learning from folks, man. I got a mentor, Antonio Sperling. I'm always just asking this man questions.
Yeah.
Trying to get on his nerve. You know what I'm saying? Like he on another level. So I'm like, I'm trying to learn more. So that's the biggest thing, man, is just not getting too comfortable. Just because we're in a small city and folks know who you is, and you start expecting certain things and certain people to move a certain way and certain things to happen. And you get comfortable and then you find yourself, out of luck with a lot of stuff. So biggest thing for me is I keep trying to figure stuff out and learn stuff, bro.
Yeah. So I know you have IPush Birmingham and you have also IPush Atlanta.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about what you're doing in Atlanta.
So in Atlanta, man, the food scene's crazy. That way really helped us out to get established in Atlanta. Of course, growing up in Atlanta, I know people. And so it goes back to the communication class. I had to start calling folks I went to high school with. I got some family up there still. And this food scene just jumped so crazy, man.
Yeah.
And then social media caught up with it and the reels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So my Atlanta presence is more on the food side and working towards more the alcohol side. So that's what we do in Atlanta, man. It's just more food events, connecting with different restaurants, create content for them. So that's where we're at in Atlanta for sure.
Okay. So do you see Birmingham developing to Atlanta or like what the thing they got going on like in Avondale and different parts of the city that's, they got set up now like Fair Park and all that, you know what I'm saying? Like do you see Birmingham getting to being Atlanta or something close to it?
It's a yes and no because Atlanta's black.
Yeah.
That stuff that they're doing is a lot of it is black based. So it feels different. It looks different.
Yeah.
Now in Birmingham, there's some big things popping.
Yeah.
But we trying to get in where we fit in. Though.
Yeah.
So we can get left out quick on this going on over here and this going over there. When I rode in, I was looking at I think it was Boutwell was jumping, Jones Valley Garden. It was just, I don't get out there not as much, but I'm looking at the city like, man, it's popping, but I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm connected.
Yeah.
But this ain't us out right now.
Yeah. It was a whole different ball game going on.
Different ball game.
Yeah.
And so I see us heading that way, but we got a lot of work because, for us to look like Atlanta, man, we got to come together on a lot of different things. Yeah. And be able to break bread and, share the shine.
So what you think it's going to take for us to be?
Question. A lot of time, man, Birmingham responding better to people that's not from here. Yeah. So, first question you're going to get what high school you went to, what side of town you from, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so then that groups you out to to put you in a category in the box. But when
Yeah.
it's folks that come from other places here and start setting up shop, people flock to it.
Yeah.
So I think, and I hate to say it like that, but I think that's what's going to really be the glue is when other folks see the quality that we don't see in our own city, and
Exactly.
we're gonna follow the place.
I feel you on that. Yeah. I feel you on that. So what's your take on like the violence in the city? What you think that's gonna kind of like damper it or like tone it down or like help the city, man? What you think need to be done?
That's a tough question, man. I keep wrestling with that, man, because God give me an opportunity. He put something on my mind to really do something about violence and put my part. I'm gonna do it, but I ain't.
Yeah.
But I come from it. For my first job, Zipco was my first job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For then, I was straight hustling. My wife really helped me get that job and bought me some steel toe boots. I wouldn't even finna go for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If she didn't go to Walmart, give me them boots. But so it's crazy to understand what these dude mindset come from when they go crash out, but at the same time it's bad.
Yeah.
Because they mind, you know how many OGs that been blessed enough to make it through the hood and turn into a dad and a granddad and go get a job. But these kids ain't getting that opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they leaving here super early. Yeah, I mean, Atlanta, Miami, all the big cities, Houston, all of them got their problems.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
go out of town and
It's everyone.
you been in a hotel and that Airbnb, you turn on the news, they,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? They dealing with it too now. But Birmingham, it puts a damp on it, man, because like I said, it make folks not want to be outside at night.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying, being when they ain't got no business. But what can be done, bro, I ain't got a solid answer. You know what I'm saying? We got to really work on the young kids and catch them before their mindset get gone.
Yeah.
And because being in the school system now, coaching basketball, I see these young ladies and I see these young guys, man, and their hood like grab them quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which I can't fault them because it grabbed me quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But so I think reaching that back out to this youth, which we can't throw the other kids away. So be honest, I ain't got a solid answer, man. We just have to keep it in God's hand for real.
I got you. So like, what steps do you think? I'm gonna say this. What you think need to be? What's your opinion on about the male situation in the city? What you think? Like, you think he could do more? You think? What I mean, what's your outlook on what he has done since he's been in office?
So prior to him, man, I never paid attention to, never voted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just prior to that guy, because he made it so popular, you had to know who he was. And so my take on him is always gonna be people that know more than I know.
Yeah.
Now I can speak on stuff blindly because of what I saw on Facebook, but then I'd be a fool. I'm just talking outside my neck because I'm here say he's she say type stuff. So my opinion, man, is that if you know anything about politics, them folks only do so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
They can only do so much.
Other owner, Pat D.
Yeah.
He in the studio now.
Okay.
He spoke on that the other day. He had a segment on Press on his podcast, Keeping It 100.
Yeah.
And he was saying about, like, a lot of people think like the president has this ultimate power.
Right.
When he really don't.
Right.
Because you got people he had to go through to get stuff done. Like he can say, okay, I want to change it, I want to change that. But ultimately, he had to go through different parts of the house and all that, you know what I'm saying, to get voted in or, just to get something done. So, they own the thing about what Kamala or whatever. And I'm like saying myself, like, I mean, I'm just like the best person. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not really into politics like that. And it's like, I think may the best person win, that everybody see fit to, you know what I'm saying, lead the country or whatever, whether it be a woman or a man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people stuck on, oh man, a woman running the country, she's gonna be in her feelings, she's gonna be emotional, this, that, and the other, man. She can only do so much.
Right.
Just like Donald Trump, just like Barack Obama, just like presidents of the past. You know what I'm saying? They can only do so much. So,
and if they could do more, or they did what they want to do, is a dictatorship.
Yeah.
And that's what folks really don't realize. That's what they're asking for. You want somebody to do everything that you want them to do, then they overrun the government, then it's dictatorship. They doing what they want to do.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. my thing is with that too, it's like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people saying, well, I want this and I want that. You know, I want the president to do this, I want the president to do that. But then them same people don't get out and vote.
Yeah. Right.
So how can you complain about the country not going right or whatever going on with the country and you're not getting out and voting?
Right. Yeah.
True. So, you know, you have to just be mindful of things you ask for. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, just like you just said for minutes ago, you got to pray and just leave it in God's hand. You know what I'm saying? And just go from there.
I mean, for real. I mean, if you know, and I ain't no super religious person and like that, but you know, it don't matter who they put in office, man. What God got for you, got for you. You know, and for that next man, you know, it depends how you been living. So if you're gonna go right or go wrong, it's already written. No matter who in office.
Well, I'm gonna ask you this one last question. Hey, well, KB called it a golden nugget.
I bet.
Man, let me how the golden nugget go? I'm sorry, I'm my bad. If you give everybody out there that's listening one piece of advice, what would it be?
And it's for everybody. One thing I've learned, man, I've been learning, and it makes a difference for me, is your words have to align with God's word. That means you have to not just, I believe in God. You got to study his word, learn his word, then you'll start speaking like him, speaking his word. And that is powerful. You know, we speak about manifestation, and we speak about affirmations, and people trying to cheat the system. But you really got to go back to God's word, speak his words, how he spoke them when he was here, or Jesus was here. And those things will come true. That's the real manifestation of the world. So that's my golden nugget, man.
Okay. Hey, man, well, I appreciate you coming.
Man, that was so dope, bro.
And I hope it won't be the last time. We need to get us another interview with it. I think we gotta do something next time. We go out somewhere and like to one of those restaurants like what you did with K&J.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The pastry place or whatever. Meet up and have us a drink or get us some food and go ahead and chop it up or whatever.
Yeah. This was really dope, man. This was I almost feel like I was sitting on a therapist couch, bro. Like it was so smooth, mellow, man, and just kind of get stuff off my chest. It was straight, bro.
Man, I appreciate you, bro. How can everyone find you on social media?
So, man, you just type in IPush, man. IPush. You can Google it. It'll pull up all our social media website and everything. And just kind of look out for some of the events and things we got coming up. Just type in IPush.
All right. IPush Birmingham or either IPush Atlanta. Either one, right?
It don't just put in IPush.
It's gonna pop up.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming out, man. And like I said, man, I hope it ain't the last time. Or maybe you can interview me.
He's already on mine. Right on top of mine, bro. Top of mine. Yes, sir.
All right, man. I appreciate it, man. This is your boy, Big Dude, and my partner, my good friend, Mr. Rico Harris. I call him Mr. IPush. So, hey, man, we signing out. Appreciate y'all listening, tuning in. Go to press23.com, Press23 Radio. Download the app on Google, Google Play Store, or either Apple, iTunes. We are on XM satellite now. We're on Pandora. We're on all major platforms now. So it ain't nothing you can't go on. And you just type in Press23. We're gonna pop up. Go to our link tree. If you got some music you want to submit, you know what I'm saying, go on there. It's follow the steps and put your music on. Now, if it's trash, they ain't gonna put it on there. We ain't gonna put it on there. But if it's some good music and you make KB and Pat D, if you make Pat D cut up when he got that Deuce in him, you got a good hit. And old Willie Moore, he do his little two-step too. I can't forget my bro. But this Big Dude, we signing out. Thank you for listening.